Hello, my name is Charlotte and I have just completed the 200-hour yoga teacher training course with Shades of Yoga in Ubud in Bali. And it was the most magical experience, so I really want to tell you all about it. But first off, why choose Bali? Bali is so special. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world. I really love it, and Ubud in particular is just a magical place. It has this beautiful energy and just peaceful vibe. It is a very spiritual place, and Ubud actually means medicine. So it is a place where a lot of people come to heal. So you have a lot of people here who are on sort of spiritual journeys to find themselves. Even though it is a bustling, buzzy city at its heart, it's surrounded by rice paddies and jungle, so it really has the best of both worlds. Ubud feels so safe. I've never felt afraid here. If I've been walking really early in the morning or really late at night, I've always felt really safe. The people are really kind. Everybody just smiles and is really, really friendly. There are so many incredible restaurants. I think the food here is the best food in the whole world, and if you're vegan, especially like me, you will literally be in food heaven. When I first decided to do yoga teacher training, I typed yoga teacher training into Google, and I don't know if you've done that, but if you have, you will know, oh my gosh, it is overwhelming the amount of courses that there are out there. There are so many and so it can seem quite stressful to choose a course. I really wanted a nurturing and holistic course with great teachers, and a course that was sort of well established and that I could trust. So I had a proper spreadsheet with sort of pros and cons and the cost and the location and everything sort of laid out, and Shades of Yoga was right up there at the top. Then I discovered that an old friend who I went to school with had done the Shades of Yoga course earlier in the year. So I asked her about her experience, and she told me that it was a really well established course, that it was super organized, and she said it was a life-changing experience. And from that moment I was just sold. I was like, right, decision made, I'm going to Bali and I'm going to do the course with Shades of Yoga. And off I went. So one of the main reasons that I love this course is because it's really holistic. It's not just about physical asana practice, it is about yoga lifestyle as well. It's about self-discovery and finding yourself and your own personal journey. It felt really therapeutic. Shades of Yoga cap their courses at 16 people. So this means that you have a lot of personal attention and support, which I really valued. People come to train with Shades from all over the world. So in our group we had people from obviously England, America, Malaysia, Switzerland, Germany, Shanghai. So it was really cool to be training with such an international group. Charlotte, same name, is the primary teacher on the Shades of Yoga course in Bali, and she is amazing. She is such an incredible teacher, and she is really warm and empathetic. She's very authentic and grounded. You can see that she is teaching her truth. I was feeling so nervous before I started the course, but then as soon as I met Charlotte on our first day, she instantly made me feel really at ease and comfortable and safe. You can really make yourself vulnerable with her. There's no judgment. You can ask all the silly questions that you want. It's okay. I really wanted a course that would be very alignment focused, so that I could learn to practice and teach in a very safe way. And oh my gosh, this course definitely does that. I have learned so much about alignment. I mean, I've been practicing yoga for many years and I thought that I had good alignment. It turns out I did not have good alignment. Oh my gosh. I was just compressing my spine for most of my yoga practice over the years. So Shades of Yoga has really opened my eyes to practicing safely, and I feel like this has been really life-changing, because the things that I've learned not only just apply to yoga practice but also to everyday life. And in the whole time that I've been in Bali, which is a month so far, I have not experienced one single day of back pain, which is amazing for me. Taxi Spa, where the Shades of Yoga course is based, is really beautiful. It's sort of right in the center of things, so that if there are any ceremonies going on or anything like that, you're right in the heart of town, so it's really easy to access everything from restaurants to spas to accommodation. I'm actually at Taxi Spa now. So you can kind of sense the vibe. It's really peaceful, lots of nature. You'll spend most of your time at Taxi Spa in the garden shala, which is a beautiful wooden shala that overlooks the jungle, and it has a waterfall that runs below it, so it's so calming and peaceful. You can hear all the sounds of the birds and nature, and when it rains, it's just the most magical experience. You'll learn to look forward to those rainy days. So a typical day at Shades of Yoga involves starting at 7:25 a.m. and the first thing we do every morning is a meditation for 30 minutes, which sounds like a long time, maybe. I know it sounded like a long time to me at the beginning, but you soon get used to it and you'll love it by the end. And then pranayama, which is like a breathing sort of technique. And then we have breakfast, which is just always so delicious. There are so many different options, from fresh fruits to smoothies to toast and muffins and pancakes and coconut yogurt, and what else is there? Noodles and vegetables. There's just like, there is something for everybody. Everybody always looks forward to breakfast. Then after that, you come back to the shala and you'll have a lecture. And lectures are on things like meditation, anatomy, yoga and mental health, yoga with kids, yoga and pregnancy, so really varied topics. Then after that it's lunchtime, and so lunchtime is a great opportunity to go out into Ubud and really explore all of the amazing restaurants. So like I said, Ubud has some of the best food in the whole world, so really make the most of your time here and try and eat at all of the different places that you can. Meals are really affordable in this area. You can get food starting from about 25,000 IDR, which is about £1 maybe, or something like that, so really cheap. Lunchtimes were always really fun. We would usually eat all together as a cohort and try somewhere new every day. After lunch, you'll come back to the shala and you'll have either another lecture or maybe a posture clinic where you learn about some of the yoga poses in more detail. And then we always end the day with a physical asana practice, which is always really lovely. We generally finish at 5:30 p.m. and then you are free to do whatever you would like. So that's Monday to Friday. Then on Saturday you have a half day and you finish at about maybe 12:30. So then Saturday afternoon and Sunday you have off. So really make the most of that time and explore all that Ubud has to offer. There is so much to do. You will struggle to fit it all in, but I would recommend going to the spas, exploring all the beautiful nature that surrounds Ubud, like Tegalagan. I can never pronounce it, but the rice paddies. Do the Kamparam Bridge walk. If you want to do something cultural, go and watch one of the Balinese dances at maybe the palace. There are so many great places to stay nearby. You can stay in a hotel or in a homestay or a guest house. I chose to stay in a homestay with a local family. This was such a wonderful experience. You become part of that family for a month. The family that I stayed with took me to the local market in the morning and they took me to visit some local sites, so I would really recommend it. Another great thing about Shades of Yoga is that they have their own teachers directory, so after you have finished the course you can sign up to this online platform and then you can find out about jobs and you can advertise yourself as a yoga teacher to find work, which is really useful. I've thought about doing this training for so long and I'm so happy that I did it. I really hope that you have the most magical journey as well.